Now let's jump into this. Trump's comments about the Proud Boys have prompted Republicans to kick off Halloween early and throw on their usual costume, a party not opposed to racial equality.
Here's Senate Majority Leader and doll that makes you think whoever owns this doll is a psycho, Mitch McConnell.
I want to associate myself with the remarks of Senator Tim Scott. He said it was unacceptable not to condemn white supremacists. And so I do so in the strongest possible way.
Wow, what a brave stance to condemn white supremacy while enshrining a generation of judges to protect the interests of a fading Caucasian demographic.
Now, Reverend, have Republicans successfully stuffed Trump's rabid bear racism into the party's more subtle bear in a tuxedo racism?
I think that they're trying to do that, but I think racism is despicable whether you hide it or whether you're overt. It is unthinkable for the President of the United States to hesitate in denouncing white supremacy.
But team, can we talk about the acting chops in the Republican Party? That was a tour de force performance by Mitch McConnell. Could Mitch play the next love interest on Pen 15?
Now, I own a Fred Perry shirt and accidentally joined a Proud Boys gang, but thankfully I got expelled after they saw my browser history.
Oh, what was in there, Teddy?
Pornography.
Moving on now to a different version of the same story. To anyone worried that it was a weird coincidence that conservatives spontaneously all sunk to supporting Kyle Rittenhouse, rest assured it was actually just a government-coordinated effort. Federal law enforcement officials were directed to make public comments sympathetic to Kyle Rittenhouse, according to internal Department of Homeland Security talking points obtained by NBC News. Wow, Reverend, if officials were able to learn pro-vigilante talking points, doesn't it mean that reform and retraining are possible, and this is a feel-good story?
How is it a feel-good story when you have the government from a federal level told to say good things about a man who killed two people, who was part of a militia orientation, if not a direct membership of a group? If anything, it should make us feel bad and make us want to do good.
It's a pretty negative way to view this, but okay.
I mean, look, we are a young country. We're just making a few mistakes.
Well, sure, but let's not punish America for the rest of its existence all because of this silly incident.
Well, that being said, if a country primarily composed of people of color were to do anything like this, I mean, we must surely lock it up.
Oh, absolutely. Without question. We've done that all the time, of course.
Now, moving on. Trump held a rally in Minnesota where he countered media accusations of overt racism with some refreshingly merely implied racism.
Refugees coming from the most dangerous places in the world, including Yemen, Syria, and your favorite country, Somalia, right? You love Somalia. This guy loves Somalia. Biden will turn Minnesota into a refugee camp, and he said that. Overwhelming public resources, overcrowding schools, and inundating your hospitals. You know that. It's already there. It's a disgrace what they've done to your state.
Reverend, Minnesota has about 50,000 residents of Somali descent, including Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. Now, how embarrassed is Trump going to be when he hears about that?
I don't think he was unaware of that. I think that he is, in a purposeful way, trying to play this us against them, like those that are non-white, those that may be of a Muslim faith, those that are from certain countries. He deemed them as the enemy. I think it's disgusting.
The president should be concerned that containing the fallout from the Somalia statement will be a distraction from containing the fallout from his Proud Boys statement, which was a distraction from containing the fallout from his Texas. Please, somebody cut me off. I can't seem to stop myself.
I will, Teddy. I have to say, what makes America the great melting pot is the opportunity for people from all over the world to come here and be villainized in a Trump campaign speech.
Absolutely. It's like it says on our great seal, E pluribus unum, all disparaged at a Trump rally.
Now, after President Trump failed to denounce the Proud Boys, Joe Biden seized the opportunity to make the sort of lukewarm, doesn't rock the boat statement we've always loved him for.
My message to the Proud Boys and every other white supremacist group is cease and desist. That's not who we are. This is not who we are as Americans.
I do appreciate Biden saying white supremacy isn't who we are. It's nice to be lied to for my own comfort.
Now, Reverend, now that the white supremacist movement has been dismantled by Joe Biden's cease and desist, do we need to worry about some sort of white supremacy power vacuum?
I don't think Joe Biden at all ended white supremacy. I don't think he is saying that. I think he is saying that's not who we ought to be. We, at our best as Americans, reject white supremacy. He was not dismissing its existence and saying that that's not who we are. That's who we should be striving to be.
That's very good. It's on us to sort of rebrand Joe's statements to be better.
You know, instead of Biden demanding Americans vote out this racist president, I would like to see a more intense scoff. You know, something more like a...
Oh, God.